Well, all right, everybody. This is Mark coming at you from lovely Panama. And by now, I hope you have seen at least the 5-minute introductory video on Strategy 2020, which gives a pretty good overview and explanation of the 4 phases of this strategy. All right, what I'm going to do here right now with this short video is give you a very quick recap and a little bit different perspective, perhaps, so you can get right to the meat of the matter, understand the big picture very quickly, and we'll just take it from there, okay? So I hope this will help you clarify your vision of what the possibilities are with Strategy 2020 and how you can apply that to your specific life and situation to your benefit, okay? So let's get right to it. So our objective, very plainly, is to build a private, and I mean private. That's a very strong word. It means a lot of things. I'll let you use your own imagination where that's concerned, all right? But build a private international business empire with a diversified portfolio of savings and investments using other people's money, all right? Now, that term might be a little confusing to some. Very simply, this program is designed for the millions of people who simply don't have the financial resources to build a savings and investments portfolio. All right? Now, if you are one of the fortunate few who is sitting on a pile of cash, we can work with that and plug you in directly where that would be most appropriate for you. However, I'm talking mainly to the large population of this world who has pretty much been financially oppressed by the powers that be and is just struggling to survive and stay afloat economically, okay? Or even if you're relatively comfortable, you simply don't have the savings and investment portfolio that's generating sufficient cash flow, i.e. profits, that would allow you to live if you didn't have your job. All right, and that's what we're trying to do here, create economic sustainability and independence so that if you didn't have your job, your savings and investment portfolio would carry you through, okay? Now, as far as other people's money is concerned, don't worry. If you don't have any money, we're going to show you where and how to get it. It's very simple, okay? So this program is for everybody. That's the point. So let's move on. We're going to talk about leverage. Leverage is a key element in any kind of business or finance, all right? When you buy a home, do you go in, pay full cash for the full price? No, you use leverage. You put a little bit down and then you have the bank pay the rest, right? That's a form of leverage. Another form of leverage is you building a business. You only have so many hours in the day. You can only do so much as one person. You have limits as to what you can actually accomplish on your own as a single individual. All right? In business, we get leverage by utilizing the force, the efforts, the wherewithal, the skills, the talents of building a team around us. Those business people who have the best teams that they've built around them are the most successful. They're the ones with the money, right? It's not the guy, checking in at midnight to work the night shift to sweep the floors. He only has so many hours of the day and he's trading his hours for money. That's not the way to get ahead in this world, all right? So we're going to talk about leverage, and this is extremely important. So some of the cash flow that comes from phase 1, all right, is going to be rolled into trading programs and financial programs that exist in phase 2. All right, so phase 1 is about generating cash flow. Phase 2 is about applying it and leveraging that. Okay, so profits grow from phases 1 and 2. All right, you've got your cash flow generator in phase 1. You've got your investment starting to build and grow in phase 2. We're going to take some of that, just some of that, and parlay that or leverage that into phase 3. Okay, so you see how each phase is built off of the previous one. And finally, you've got the resources then to establish companies, private trusts, independent international banking and savings with investments into a global portfolio that will carry you and your family into the future. Okay, here in phase 4, we finally get into some advanced international business and financial concepts and business and financial structures. Okay, now it takes money to do that. So if you're struggling for survival, you're not going to jump right into that. All right, you need phases 1, 2, and 3 before you get into phase 4. So this is a stepped up program. All right, very simple. Nothing complicated about it. It's just a very simple strategy where we leverage our resources, build the team around us, take that cash, build it up, move it into other areas, start diversifying, and end up with a very nice situation. So we want to use leverage. All right, phase 1, we start your cash flow engine immediately. You can start generating cash flow with phase 1 within a matter of days, if not hours. All right, so we're going to start that cash flow engine. It's going to start small and it's going to grow. Hopefully you'll start receiving cash flow more frequently and in larger amounts as your customer base or your network grows. Okay, this customer base is going to follow you through the system and is going to be the engine that's going to drive your business down the road. Okay, so phase 1 is critically important, and even if you come in with a lump of cash and feel perhaps that you don't need phase 1, we believe that phase 1 is important, A, if you want to help other people, if you're thinking more than simply about yourself, and B, if you simply want to or need to, and I think all people do, add to what they already have and to create a continual input, additional input into your savings and investment portfolio. Okay, so phase 1 is really important no matter where you might be coming in at in terms of an entry level. Okay, phase 2, we start generating passive income with automated trading systems, managed trading accounts, and there are videos here on the playlist here on the YouTube channel that you need to look at that address these particular issues. I think you'll find it quite interesting, to say the least. So I won't get into it here. Look for those other videos and inform yourself. Be aware of what phase 2 can actually do for us, okay? You'll see how we can apply the cash that's being generated in phase 1 into these avenues and opportunities. Very interesting. Look for those videos, okay? In phase 3, all right, we've got cash flow engine started. It's growing. We've got investments started and they're growing, in some cases likely on a double-digit monthly basis. Now what we want to do is start building net worth. And that comes in the form of accumulating gold in various forms, various ways, various places, and also accumulating some high-tech tools for business, banking, and privacy. We're talking about voice over blockchain satellite cell phones that can literally act as your private bank, which you hold in your own pocket, or voice over blockchain laptop computers that are extremely private and off-grid, don't work through the normal channels, which can't be tracked, can't be hacked, and have some extremely exciting features, functions, and benefits. I'm not going to get into that right now. Just be aware this is where we're headed in phase 3. Okay, these high-tech tools, as you start to develop a net worth with assets, you need better privacy to protect it all. So that's how this fits in. All right. Then we finally get to phase 4, and this is where the consulting group of Monaco Management Group steps in to help our members become knowledgeable and efficient in developing international investment trusts, portfolio development, tax management, various forms of company structures. This is where we get into some more advanced financial concepts with international business and financial planning. All right, because now you've got the basis for it. You've got the cash flow, you've got the net worth, you've got the assets built up, okay? Now you've got something to work with to move up to this level. Let's just call it the top tier level for international finance. All right, that's phase 4. So that's the end objective. Once you've got this set up, you're in business. All right, you've accomplished the end objective and you're now economically independent. And your net worth and cash flow is growing, by the way, just by virtue of the ongoing monthly activity that grows on a monthly basis. You start compounding profits, you start building, your network keeps growing, and we just go on from there. So it's a very, very substantive program that has an end, all right? Now, in phase 1, we have the Community Support Network. This is a gifting program, okay? It's a very interesting gifting program. Some people have different ideas about this, but the beauty of this is that this is a peer-to-peer donation program, all right? You're going to start building a network of people where amongst you, you're going to start making donations direct to the people involved. There's no company that's going to handle the money. There's no intermediary that could possibly screw things up. There are no commissions to get paid. There are no fees or expenses to pay. It's a free system, totally free. You sign up free, you plug in, you start building your network, you start receiving donations. People send donations to you in the way that you decide you want to receive it. That could be Western Union, that could be some online payment system, could be PayPal, could be Bitcoin, whatever. You decide how you want to receive your donations, and you keep 100% of what you receive. Those donations will start small, they'll start growing in frequency, they'll start growing in the amounts that you receive, and ultimately it could very conceivably net hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on a daily basis at some point in time down the road. It's not going to happen overnight. It'll take a little time to grow, but once you get it started, it's going and it's growing, okay? We can give you full details on that if you go to the website csn.world. Better yet, if you've got someone who's referred you, ask them for their link, their referral link. Don't sign up to this without a referral link, and you're going to want the support that your sponsor will give you and have that communication, guidance, and advice to help you along the way. All right? So that's phase 1, and that's where we're going to start to help get you to phase 4 and an international diversified portfolio which will bring you compounded profits, in most cases tax-free, on a regular basis to create your own economic independence. Make sense? I hope so. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you hopefully in the winner's circle.